Hey guys, my name's Anastasia and welcome to my channel. So I basically did this look. I also did my hair and I did my hair care, so I put things in my hair before I straightened it and all of that jazz. And I also prepped my skin. I tried my best to hide this. So I will go through all of that in detail. So if you want to see how I got this complete look, then just keep watching. So my hair is freshly washed and very wet at the moment, and don't worry, all the products that I have used in this video, I will list them in the description box below. So the serum and the oil that I just showed you, I am just putting them into my wet hair. So leaving my hair alone for a little bit, I am just going in with a Nip and Fab pad and just wiping my face down with this. This just cleanses my skin and gets it ready for all of the things that I'm about to put on now. Now I'm using a moisturiser. I wouldn't recommend this moisturiser. It's for mature skin, and my decided to get the wrong one. You're meant to get the blue one, not the red one. So I don't really like this. I don't use it anymore, but I always start off with moisturiser. The next step is primer. You don't really have to, but I wanted to have a very hydrated look underneath my foundation, so I went in with the Smashbox hydrating primer, and I love that one. Next up, we have an eye cream. Skin underneath your eyes is very sensitive, so I usually rub this in with my ring finger. Regularly using eye cream reduces your chances of getting fine lines, wrinkles, and under eye dark circles. This Becca concealing dark circle thingy-mabob is actually supposed to be for your under eyes, but I used it to cover my chin spot. I feel like it did actually hold up throughout the day, but one time I used it underneath my eyes and I didn't actually like how it looked. So this was me YOLOing it and using it for this, and I think it did a pretty good job on this chin spot thing that I had. Now Nars do some of the best foundations, some of my favorites, and I'm just using the tinted moisturizer, and I focus this on my cheek area and my forehead. And I know this looks like a lot, but it is tinted moisturizer, so as soon as I go in with the beauty blender, it's going to completely disappear and look like nothing, as you can see. So I went in with the second layer as well of this, and there's no need to focus it in under your eyes and your mouth area and nose, etc., because we are going to go in with concealer in those areas, because I feel like those are the areas that require heavier coverage, because obviously the tinted moisturizer is very subtle. And now I'm going in with the Estée Lauder concealer in 3W. You guys already know how much I'm obsessed with this concealer from all of my previous makeup tutorials, so I'm just going in with the areas that I feel like require more coverage, as I mentioned earlier, and we are going to go in with a further layer as well. So now I'm just flipping the beauty blender over and using a clean side, and this is just going to pick up any remaining foundation that's left on my face, and everything is just supposed to be blended in seamlessly because we're going in with another concealer. This is to highlight. It is a lighter concealer, and everyone already knows how good the Tart Shape Tape is, but you need to use a very minimal amount of this because it does cake up if you use too much. And of course, the key to a flawless base is blending, and more blending. Next up, we need to set everything down before we apply our eyeshadow, and I'm just taking a fluffy brush and dipping it into the infamous Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm placing this underneath my eyes and making sure it remains underneath my eyes, and then fluffing it into the rest of my face. This is just going to catch any fallout from the eyeshadow. So I have previously mentioned how much I absolutely love the Unbelievable Brow by Loreal, and this is just because it's so easy and it works as a brow gel as well. Like, you don't need to use a brow gel afterwards because the product kind of just cements your eyebrows into place regardless. You don't need anything extra, any powder or anything to set it down, because it literally sets in place and that is all you need. So next up, I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions palette. I'm taking this shade in the middle and using it as my transition shade. It's very, very, very light. You need to build it up as you go along because this is what creates the gradient. Next up, we're going in with the Pretty Rich palette. This is my favorite palette. I absolutely love it. And I'm just going in with the white shade underneath my brow bone. And this isn't a shimmer shade. We're going in with the shimmer shade later. So I went back into the Coral Obsessions palette, went in with the 2 shades that I just showed you. And this is a darker shade. I'm building up that transition color. This is such a beautiful color. It's actually a little shimmery, but I'm using it in the outer corner of my eyes, and this is just darkening everything up, and we're slowly getting to the good bit. This is the good bit. Just look at this. Just look at my finger. Isn't that amazing? I absolutely love this palette. As I mentioned earlier, it's so good. You'll just see how this look turns out at the end. This color literally makes the whole look. It's the focus of the entire look. So I'm just blending the rest of it out, making sure the glitter didn't go to the wrong places, and then going in with this shade on the outer corner, and then I'm just dragging it down on my lower lash line and connecting everything up so it is all lovely and seamless. After dusting away that translucent powder underneath my eyes, I'm going in with the NYX Cosmetics liquid eyeliner. One of my favorites, one of the best eyeliners to ever exist. It just doesn't smudge or crease or anything. And yeah, so this is how it's done, honey. I went in with some eyelashes. These are by Morphe and they're called Sunset Boulevard. And then I'm just concealing the lash band with some more eyeliner. I normally go in with mascara to begin with before I put the lashes on, but I forgot. Oopsie daisy. So I'm putting it on afterwards and just blending in my normal lashes with the other lashes. Going in with the black pencil liner from Colourpop. I'm just tight lining with this, and then I went over it with some mascara on my bottom lashes. This is the KKW bronzing and highlight palette thing, face palette thingy mabob. I'll put the name in the description box. I went in with the lighter color to bronze up my cheeks, and then went in with the brush that I used earlier to powder my face, just to clean everything up and make sure that it hasn't gone to any areas that I don't want it to be in. And then I went in with the darker color, which just contours that area, adds some shadows, so my face looks a bit more structured. Also by KKW Beauty, this is Destiny. It's a blusher, and I just popped this on the apples of my cheeks. I absolutely love blusher, and this is definitely a good one. Some of her products are just really amazing. The ones that I've used anyway, I've loved every single one of them. So I went in with the lighter shade from that palette and just contoured my nose and the highlighter, and highlighted the top part of my cheekbone. And then I also went in with the same shade on the inner corner of my eyes and also my brow bone. Placing this on my brow bone tends to mess up the eyeshadow a bit, so I just went in with the eyeshadow again, and this makes the transition a little cleaner. My favorite nude lip liner is by Kiko 534, and I can't even tell you how good this is. I absolutely love it. It's become my favorite so quickly. I bought it in a vlog with you guys actually. I'll link that in the description box below if you're interested. And then I went in with this dark brown shade by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I also topped this up with a pink shade because I felt like the brown was just a bit too dark for the eyes that I had, because I wanted the eyes to be the main attraction of the look as opposed to the dark lip. Putting a lighter lipstick on top of a dark lipstick creates a bit of an ombre if you blend it in and make sure both don't look harsh. I then decided to go in with the Fenty Beauty lip gloss. This is the OG, of course, probably one of the best lip glosses I have, hands down. I think it is definitely worth the hype. So then I went in with some additional powder because I got a bit sweaty, so you know, just to keep everything locked in place. So my hair was still a bit wet, so I went in with the blow dryer, and my silly self forgot to put in the hair protector, the heat protector. What am I talking about? Hair protector. I'm just using the Tresemè one. You can find this in any drugstore. I just got it from Superdrugs. And then I went in with my little hair dryer again, and then I parted my hair because I like to section my hair before I start to straighten it. It just makes everything easier and make sure I don't miss anything. I use the GHDs. It's the original one. I used to have the other one, the more expensive one. It was like one that prevented more breakages and etc, but that stopped working after 2 years. So my friend actually bought me this one as a birthday gift. So then afterwards, you just basically straighten your hair. I mean, you guys know, you can see the difference between what it was like before and what it is like after I straighten it. I like to straighten my baby hairs too, because I think that this makes a huge difference, and it's probably the main focus as well. Afterwards, the bit that I tied up, I just took that out and then partitioned it how I normally would. I go for a middle parting. Occasionally I'll do a side parting, and then I just folded that back up, tied it back up so it doesn't get in the way, and then I went in and straightened the rest of it as well. I know a lot of people don't partition their hair and do it like this, but this is just the way that I prefer doing it, because I hate just randomly looking in the mirror at one point and then coming across some random wavy strand which just looks so odd. So I tend to after I'm finished, I tend to grab a bit from the back again and then go in with the hair straightener on that part, just because that part you can't see behind your head, so it's just a little insurance just in case you miss something. I then went in with the hairspray just to tidy up my baby hairs. Probably my most crucial step, well, to me anyway. It's something that's important to me. Let me know in the comments below what you guys do in your hair care routine, and if you do anything differently, if you would adopt anything that I've done, and if there's anything that I have done that you would never do.
Fearless, limitless, throw caution to the wind. Needless regrets, can't break what won't bend. Lighting out the darkest shadows.
So that pretty much completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, remember to like this video, comment down below, did you enjoy this video, did this video help you, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.